Hey, it's Sherman Ragland with DC RIA, and we've got something very exciting for you, DC RIA members. And if you're not a DC RIA member, if we got any room, we might slip you in too. We know that the real estate market is getting red hot. Not all over town, but in certain pockets of the Washington, D.C. area. And right now, the single hottest place on the planet when it comes to real estate is Prince George's County. That's right, real estate prices have already gone up 25% in the last 18 months in Prince George's County. Why? We've been talking about this for over a year now, because through federal, state, and local county programs, there are all kinds of incentives that are coming in, including $20,000 for first-time home. That's $20,000 for first-time home buyers to buy houses in certain zip codes. We happen to be in one of those zip codes right now, and if you know the secrets that we're going to share with you, you'll understand why learning how to rehab houses, how to specifically rehab cheap houses in Prince George's County, is the hottest ticket right now to making money as a real estate investor. I'm here today with two of the rehabbing ladies, and we're going to actually take a look at one of their properties, and we're going to talk about a very special opportunity just for you, for the person who's interested in making serious money in Prince George's County real estate right now. So ladies, you guys have rehabbed together over 60 different houses, mainly in the greater Washington area, or
Prince George's County.
Prince George's County? Would you agree with me that Prince George's County is red hot right now?
It is.
It's on fire.
Yeah.
Really
and,
is.
And real quick, Stephanie, what are some of the reasons why we're seeing this huge spike in values, and specifically, what are the opportunities for real estate investors?
Well, there have been stabilization programs that have come into the area.
Okay, now stabilization, what's this?
Neighborhood stabilization program,
Okay.
presented to the area by the government.
Okay.
Brought over $11 million.
$11 million. You guys hear that?
$11 million brought into this area to help first-time home buyers get into properties.
Gotcha.
Okay. That just makes the market very sweet for everyone else.
Got it.
It allows for people to be able to see properties that they wouldn't ordinarily see.
One of the secrets to making money in the greater Washington, D.C. real estate market is knowing which neighborhoods to go into. And Stephanie has really sort of mastered this first-time home buyer program that's being offered by state, local, and federal government agencies. And it's what, $20,000 for first-time home buyers?
Well, it just depends. It depends
Okay.
on the price.
Okay.
It goes on a percentage of the price of what they purchase.
So I should say it's up to $20,000.
It's up to $20,000.
So secret number two to making money in real estate, particularly the fast money that these ladies are making, is to know where to get the money to fund your deals. And basically know where to get cheap money to fund your deals.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent.
Basically, what was done here, the walls were repaired. All of the hardwood floors were sanded and refinished and polyurethaned. We did not ask for the railing, but
It's your
we put
railing?
in, yes.
So that's a little extra.
That was extra.
Very nice.
He arched the entry
That's
here.
beautiful.
He repaired the stairs. He also sanded the stairs because the stairs were carpeted, weren't they?
Stairs were carpeted and the banister was falling down, and he replaced all of the
The rungs in between and painted them and gave it that two-tone look, which makes it look really nice.
Very nice. And I love these little cutouts that put little figurines or pictures of family. Very nice touch.
We made a choice of just putting in a small vanity as opposed to putting in a pedestal. Sometimes, you put in a pedestal, but we figured that would give people more storage.
You've probably added another 10 or 20,000 in value. Or said a different way, you make the house look so much more beautiful for just a couple thousand more, that in that price range that people are shopping for houses, they can look at this one and say, there's no question that this house was far superior to everything else we saw in the 225 range.
Absolutely.
And what a lot of newbie rehabbers don't understand is you'll spend far more money in your interest carry cost by having that house sit on the market for an extra month or two than the incremental dollars that you spent just to go ahead and say, let's just sort of trick out the house. And for somebody who's coming along looking at it, they're going like, wow, look at this, look at the hardwood floors, the ceramic tiles, and they're thinking, you spent thousands of dollars when you only spent a couple $1,000s. But when it comes time for somebody to buy the house, the decision that people are going to make is like, it's a no-brainer. This house is way above everything else we saw in that price range, and that's what moves houses. Another little secret there. Write that down. Write this stuff down. Wow.
Yeah. This particular area, when we first walked into it, it was just horrible. There was actually 2 rooms. The wall was about right here, but it had some countertop, and the range was facing me, so you had very little room to work in. And we were just standing here trying to figure out and envision what it could look like, and that's when we thought about just taking the room down, extending the cabinets and the countertop around to give them more workspace. I think originally, Stephanie, they had about this much workspace
That was it.
in the kitchen. So we opened it up, and you now have one big, large kitchen and dinette
Now,
area.
when you say you open it up, you literally cut the wall?
Cut the wall out.
Yeah,
There
we
was
cut
a
the wall, we put an I-beam across here,
Okay.
for support, and, had to box it in, of course. But it opened it up and it gave it, instead of it trying to be a kitchen,
So not to
And a
put,
dining room.
not to put you on the spot, what do you think that incremental costs would be of cutting it open, putting in an I-beam, and then boxing it back over with drywall?
couple thousand. I mean, it really was not that expensive.
Right. But the wow factor
The wow factor.
is amazing.
As we were coming down these steps the first time, they were all rickety wood, no carpet obviously on them. And then
Unfinished basement with a lot of mold?
it
Lot of
was,
mold.
it was a lot of mold. It
it
actually
was
was
actually
finished.
semi-finished.
It was drywall, so when we first
It had
walked
some
in
drywall.
here, it was just damp and wet, mold almost halfway
Yeah.
up, a little higher maybe. So then we actually came over, because the contractor was talking with us about the options, and we wanted a room that could be used as an office or a 4th bedroom. And that's when we laid this particular room out. And we do have a closet back in the corner, but it could easily be used for a little den, office, or bedroom.
Sure.
Washer and dryer. If you have it in the budget, yes. If you don't have it, then you should at least have the hookups,
Got it.
okay? Which means you need a 220 line for your dryer, and you need a drain for your washer.
Now, these basically scratch and dents?
Yes, they are.
But they look great.
Okay, the stairs were refinished. I think we mentioned that earlier. Of course, everything was painted. If you notice that there's two-tone paint, that always gives it a better dimension. Because this is a cape, and often capes have a tendency to, in the summer, to be a little bit warmer on the upper levels. We kept the ceiling fans
Very nice.
in the rooms.
Very nice. And again, hardwood throughout. Lots of
Hardwood throughout.
closets. Did you add any closets, or were they already here?
No, the closets were here, they just had to be fixed. Now, if you look at the bathroom, it's not exceptionally done, but it does have a Listella. Is a decoration that separates the basic wall tile, and it also helps with the dimension of the tile in the room. Okay, so in a small room like this, you wouldn't do a lot of decoration, but this one little strip, once again, it adds that luxury factor that Sherman, that you were talking about earlier.
So how is this experience that we're offering, this 10-week program, how is this different than, say, a boot camp? Or, I mean, and more importantly, what do you say to the person who's sitting here going, I really want to do this, but I'm so scared?
Well, Sherman, I know exactly what you're talking about, because when I started out, I had that fear. I was really scared. But I took a course in Atlanta. I did a boot camp. I also did another course in California. I was still scared. I think that what is going to make this work is the fact that I didn't have a group. I think that the group effort, the numbers, being together, comfort in numbers, that is what's going to make this work. I think that our program is going to allow for each and every person to have a total support system.
Right.
This is going to be different because it is over an 8 to 10 week period, and it's hands-on. You're going to be walking with us through a house, helping us to define the scope of work, and then following that all the way through to completion. So you'll see us interacting with the contractor, you will see the project as it's progressing,
Right.
and then if you want, we will be there to help you through your first rehab.